Probably sometime more in the spring.
Put signs in it.
I didn't say that pickup truck.
We're all done here. Any public comment?
Hey Larry, it's your turn.
It is?
Yeah. Larry Harmon, leading, what's called, here to talk about some stuff. I'd rather have a bad hangover than be here tonight. But,
You're not wanting to be here very bad, then?
no, I've been at this for 46 years.
Cause I hate being
You hate what?
hangover.
Yeah, not good, are they? No, but I've never had to do this in my life. I'm here not to cause no trouble, nothing like that. I'm just gonna speak the truth, because I wanna protect my business and my name. That's it. I'm here to not Lee, not nobody. I just wanna express my opinion and tell the truth. It's been going on for 10 years, which is really crazy. Wanted to say I want to address is just the one thing first is, I don't know how Lee knows, but, and Lee, it's not got nothing that I don't dislike you or nothing like that. I don't understand where you're coming from, where you got a hard on for me or what. I can't say I've ever did enough to you personally, and I don't care if you're sitting there smiling either. But I've never done nothing to you. And the last time when Kyle was here, the patch mix is one thing that you've been going to Charleston and getting patch mix. It was brought up, it was like $25 a ton. Believe me guys, $35 or $25 a ton doesn't catch it. It's $30 to $35 a ton that we are cheaper 4 miles down the road. And how many tons do you buy in a year's time, Lee?
About 100 ton.
Ah, that's more than that.
Well, the other.
That's by far more than that. Now, don't tell me 100 ton. I knew the guys that helped haul for you.
The blade mix,
How many tons of blade mix?
is about 250 ton.
And how many tons total was every? It's 4 plus 100 tons, isn't it? Okay, let's just say 400 tons. Guys, let's just take that times $30 a ton. What does the math come up with?
$12,000.
Yeah.
$1,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lee was telling us that it wasn't the same material.
That's, he's not all wrong on that. No, I can't say he's all wrong on that. But what we make and sell, the state inspected, it does just as good or better. I'm not gonna stand here and say that we got a better mix. I'm not gonna stand here and say that. I'm not gonna say that, but it's just as good. For what the price difference is, now, if Lee says he don't like it, that's his deal. I can't force him to buy it. And this is one thing, I'm not necessarily here because of that. It's what he's done here 2 years ago. It's really got me upset. He'd been doing this, getting patch mix and spending all this kind of money. And we're right there in the township and paying the taxes, which that doesn't make nothing to me on that, because I lived in Spring Point Township for 25 years. I'm not no T-Tan or whatever, I ain't no outcomer, you know. But I don't understand him going there and buying that, and then he has to go truck it or get it here. So it's really, when you put it down to it, it's $35 a ton cheaper. I don't know how much money you guys got in a township, but I just never have seen anybody spend money like that before. Now, if Lee doesn't like our patch mix, what I can't make him buy, but then I counted it up yesterday morning, went through my books, then we got 65 plus road commissioners that buy our material that are stupid and because they buy all of our patch mix. We truck this stuff from here down near to Decatur, back me up, Wood.
Yeah, we go to Decatur and all the way down to Centralia South. I run it 100 miles each way, north and south. We cover Central Illinois as far as the customer base. And this is the closest customer, the guy who could save the most money, the closest to the pit, and
Yeah,
non-customer, the only one we have trouble with.
that's right.
Who could benefit the most out of anybody. And 100 miles each way, we're driving past all these other hot mix plants. Supposedly they're better. I truck right by them and haul them our material. And I will say our material is better. He won't, but I will. I'll put it up against anybody's.
Yeah, we got guys that, we haul up at Charleston, we haul up to everywhere that's got hot mix plants. But they would rather buy our material because it's cheaper and they like it better.
There's always people that want bargain stuff and cheap
Well,
price. I think the biggest.
you're right, this is too much of a difference, Jim, for the price. Yeah, it just doesn't make good sense when the township's broke and got no money. I've been at this for 46 years, been making this stuff for 45. I just can't understand it. And it's not just that it's a good price. Just because it's cheap doesn't mean that it's junk.
I think the biggest part of what everybody's concerned about is it's not getting any road oil for 2 years.
Well,
That's probably
Okay,
what more people's questioning than anything.
That's why we're here, Jim. That's the main
That's
reason.
really
why
I'd
we're
say
here.
that is why we have to go through so much patch mix.
that is that's the main reason.
That's why we're here.
Now, if Lee wants to go to Charles, got nothing against Nico. Johnny's my wife's first cousin, everything else. Nico, my brother-in-law, my nephew, all worked there. We get along good, the whole 9 yards. Hell, we just well go to work there, you know. But get along with them all good. But that is not the reason why I'm really here. But whilst I'm here, I just wanted to address that to you. That's been going on for 8 years. I don't know, since Lee's been doing it. I didn't like it. I talked to Ben Bland about it, and Ben said, oh, it's up to Lee, which it is. It's up to Lee. I can't make him go there, but I would think that you board members need to know this. You got that kind of money to blow away, let blow down the road, well. But
And what about the oil?
the oiling is where I was standing kind of neutral on with this patch mix until he pulled his crap on me, which was very, very, very low of him. I got in some serious trouble. I'll just read it here. I don't want to come up in front, but he's got me up in county. I'm going to be the ugliest guy in Cumberland County. But it don't make me no difference. It don't make me no difference. I tell stuff the way it is. I just kind of had it. All right. This is all, if you guys ever want proof, and if anybody thinks I'm bullshitting here, call Ben Bland. I got it on phones, everything. This is what caused this all. October the 15th, I called Lee about oil. He told me he would on the following Thursday, but would rather wait until it would freeze.
Yeah, don't do no good on freeze.
That's exactly what he told me.
What year was that, Larry?
17.
Wait
Did
until
you say
it
that?
freezes.
Did you not say that, Lee?
I didn't say that.
I didn't figure you didn't. I really didn't figure you would.
What about last year?
Let's take it 1 year at a time.
Okay.
1 year at a time. Coming to 217. This was 217. Okay? It was in October of the 21st, but I called in here, okay. I called the oil company on October the 16th, 217, and wanted HFE 300 oil after Lee likes to spread, which that's good oil. It's good oil. The oil company said, this is at City Hall, Marathon. They was wanting to shut their place down. It's a big place, that's, hell, $100 million.
Why would he or anybody wait until October? We used to oil in July, August.
That is very true. I don't know. And he'll probably say it's my fault that we waited this long. But let me back up here, because I got the papers. 2015, we oiled 4 loads, HFE 300, October 20th and the 21st. I had nothing to do with Ardenette Oil for that year. He was the one that learned oil then. Would you tell him how cold it was? Because he's a big, strong boy, and my daughter was on the chip bar. You swore that we was going deer hunting. The weather was that cold. And we still spread 4 loads of oil. October the 21st, the 20th and the 21st. I was running the oil truck, which I always do. It was so cold that I'd only get maybe a quarter, then I'd stop, maybe not even that far, half a quarter, and I'd stop so he could catch up. Because if I wouldn't, when that oil hits that cold ground, it just freezes. The rock don't go into that oil. It don't make good sense, you know, not good
Good
sense.
oil in cold weather, I didn't think, and I don't know.
No, you don't do it, that's just not common sense. You just don't do that, and it was so cold, I had my heater in my oil truck, I froze my ass off just getting in and out of the truck to load. Much less the guys being on the chip box, my daughter and him.
Oil though, in the last 2 years, what are you saying, that 2 years that Union Township didn't get any oil? What reasoning is it that we didn't get it?
Well, that year, 215 was, that just goes back to say, you know, that didn't help a bit, you know. Okay, let's go to 217. Okay, this is what I'm gonna read off. You wanna take 1 year at a time so everybody understands this. Because this ain't just me doing this overnight. I've been frustrated so bad since this has happened that I ain't gonna say no more. But I called the oil company, 217, now this is 217. And I called, it was October, and on the 16th, I called the oil company. They didn't have no oil made up. They was closing their doors. They closed their doors like the last week in October, the 27th. They was closed on October 27th. When I called Marathon, I told them I had talked to the local, which was the and told them I needed 3 loads of HFE 300. They had told me, Jamie and them, real good people over there. Jamie and them said, are you sure? Because we got everything, we've sold out, we got everything, tanks empty and everything. Says, we want to turn the burners off October the 27th. We want to turn the burners off. I said, yeah, I talked to the road commissioner, he said, wants 3 loads to go. So they made it up for me, but they questioned, are you positive? I said, yes. Okay. I called the oil company on October 15th or 16th, 217. The oil company said they would make it. The oil company wanted to make sure I was going to take it. And I told them that we would and they would make it up. The oil company wanted to make, are you sure you're going to take it? And I told them that I was going to take it. Okay. I tried this, tried calling Lee back, October 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 6 times a day on his cell phone. No response, period, nothing. I had $40,000 of oil sitting at the we were supposed to get. And never heard no response. We would not respond back to it, period.
What do you say about that, Shemaine?
Well, I
You
wanted
better
to,
tell the truth, lady, because I'm gonna corner you.
I wanted you to put it down, but then you didn't get to it when I wanted to, and then you just kept.
Now, wait a minute, for what year? What are you talking, you want me to put it down? When? And what time? We're talking 17. Let's just stay at 17.
That's the first year we didn't get any oil.
Right. 17. We'll bring up 18 here after this. 17. Why did you pull this shit on me on October of 17? Why?
I thought I called you earlier in the year, but I can't remember.
No, because you're notorious for Red Oil Lake. And right here proves it. October 21st, 22nd, and 15th. Froze their ass off. I never got so cold in my life. I mean, I was all right. This little fat man was in the oil truck, didn't know. I mean, I was fine. But it's those two. And he's big and young and strong. And my daughter is too. She's a gym teacher over here at Toledo. And they complained that they just the wind was blowing. And then it was a misty, rainy day on top of it. Misty rain.
I remember 15 when it was oiled. I remember that.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Good.
Because I had there was a taxpayer asked me, and I said, what in the hell are you guys doing oil this time?
He's right.
I said, I got nothing in it.
He's right.
I do, but I don't.
I wanted to put signs in my doors, my wife tried that. I didn't want to, yes, do that. I looked good, but I don't know why the roads are probably going to hell in the last 3 years. 17, somewhere on Jim. Not be looking at you, but,
So what
I was
happened?
following all this, I thought maybe Kyle Herman.
What happened to the $40,000 of oil?
Okay, this
Who had to eat that?
That's what I'm getting ready to say, because I'm not hungry sound, okay? Didn't get no response. Left message on phone on October 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th. Went on to the next week. Oil company called me up 2 and 3 times, Jamie, little sweetheart, but, are you taking this? Are you taking this? I said, yes, yes. But I can't get, he won't return my calls. He won't return my calls. Well, by God, you called and said that you'd take it if we made it. I said, Jamie, I said, I know, but I said, the road commissioner will not get back with me. I said, I don't know what you're doing. He will not get back with me. I tried calling 6 times a day. Would never get no response. And they was getting pissed. The oil companies would be Marathon, that's the world's largest oil company. None of us people amount to crap to them.
Marathon
They don't.
is the world's largest
Yeah,
oil.
they are now, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Marathon Petroleum is the world's largest.
Oh, they know.
Yes, yes. Okay. They chewed me and the whole, not just Jamie, but the workers there that made it and everything else. They got on me. I said, I can't do nothing about it. And then I tried calling to get rid of it, and Jamie said, well, now we're staying with 217 for right now. And it says, Jamie, I says, I can try to get rid of it, but I don't know if I can. So usually if I got oil left over and good deal at it, we got a guy back here that works for a township, and not no names, but when there's a bargain, he takes it. And that's Spring Point, bless his heart, but we know it. But it was too late in the year, and they didn't want it. It's too late. Marathon was gonna discount the crap out of it. And I could get rid of it. Jim and I don't want nobody to feel sorry for him. I laid in bed for 3 nights. What the hell am I going to do with this oil? I can't get nobody to take it. Now, if it would have been a little earlier in the month, wouldn't have been no problem. Say like Spring Point, and they done had their money spent, person over there that spreads oil, and he's right there by Vandalia. He took it, but they damn near had to give that oil away to this another contractor to get it, their tanks cleaned out. And I had got a phone call from the big guy from Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. And he's a super nice guy. He told me that effing better never happen again. I mean, I got my ass chewed more than one way or another on this. And why this man did that, I don't know. I don't know.
It just aggravated me.
Okay? Why?
Yeah, tell me.
Tell me.
Well,
Lee, I'm not sitting here mad. I'm just telling the truth.
well,
You bring it out, why are you aggravated at me? Why?
It's
What did
different.
I ever do to you?
We had the roads ready earlier, and I called you, and you were busy earlier in that year. And
In
then-
17?
In 17.
If you did, I sure, cause we in 17 was a slow, we wasn't burning up with work, and I have no reason why that we wouldn't have got on you. On 17, that-
Well, I remember him telling that, I didn't hear it. I know I heard that out of him. I don't know what you was doing, and it doesn't matter. All I know is that's what Lee told me and some other people also. So I assumed it to be so. I don't know.
no, well, it wasn't, because right here, he's always really usually the last guy to oil, stating that to the year 15. I thought, well, he's just gonna wait. And when the days I called him, Jim, was the October the 16th and 17th and stuff, we was oiling that day because we had perfect weather. October was perfect weather because we was oiling my brother-in-law's driveway and stuff. We just did private work, you know, stuff like that. And the weather was great that week.
Well,
And that same week, we tried to get hold of him, and he did not respond. And we knew, I don't want to bring no names up, but where he works at, we knew he wasn't at work, because we called. He was not working for his company. I don't know what he was doing that day, but he was not working. No.
We even checked around, we were even gonna give him the benefit.
Help
of the
me
doubt.
out on this, Woody, because you're the one that
I called his boss personally to see if maybe he was out of town, out of state, lost his phone, anything, and he said no. He said he wasn't even working on the roads. He said he was helping West, so we knew he was in the area. He was in the township and the county. It all could have worked out. None of this should have ever happened.
should have never happened.
No.
It was uncalled for.
yeah, I wouldn't even have been wanting to do it in October. I don't care what the weather is.
Well, October's a fine month. Everybody needs to realize we can have some of our best work in
Oh, yeah,
October if the
you
temperature,
can, but
if
it's
the
a general
temperature is
rule,
right.
You don't have.
Right.
That
But
late,
typically,
that
it's that
late.
cold. When he can go back to 15, we've always wore our deer hunting clothes when we chip for Lee. It's just a given. I mean, hell, the only thing you can see is our eyeballs when I'm spreading rock. Nobody else does that. He schedules it. We don't schedule it. It's not our job to schedule. If he don't call and schedule, we're not coming over. That's his job.
Yeah. I don't call, I know there's my competitor, which is Mount Carmel to a certain extent. They call, when they have the bid lettings, like in February, March, they'll talk to all the road commissioners, and they'll say, because Mount Carmel's a good sized outfit, but they'll tell the road commissioners, we're gonna be here this week, and if you're not, you're gonna get bumped back to Lord knows when. If you're not ready this week, you're gonna get bumped back. I never do that. I don't personally think that's right. In a way, I probably should start, but I let the road commissioners call me when they feel like they're ready. And maybe I should not do that, but I just let them call me when they're ready, you know. But that's
Everybody's on a different schedule. Some road commissioners are farmers, some work factories, some
Yeah.
only have the weekends off, you know, to patch. So we have to work with their schedule. Some guys, all they do is a road commissioner job. So we have to go with their schedule, you know, so.
Yeah, I can see that being one of the biggest issues is getting it all in.
Yeah, and we work in 4 and 5 counties and we still get everybody in except for this one. We get everybody done. This has never
So
ever
what
happened
in
again.
18?
He's notorious about waiting till the last one.
Oh, he didn't used to be. He's been.
No, I can't say used to be, no.
Been road commissioner for a long time and.
No, he not
we
used to
that,
be.
so-
I can remember when for leaving, it was hotter than you know what, but in the last 4 or 5 years, I don't know what happened.
So what's the deal with 18 then?
Well, I got a question about 17 before I move that far forward. Was the financial hardship on you, or did Marathon eat the oil?
Marathon ate the oil. It didn't cost me a penny, except for about 3 nights of sleep and severe aggravation.
And some Dutch jones.
Yes, some severe, dramatic aggravations.
But it probably would have if they wouldn't have got rid of it,
Yes.
because it had his name on it.
Right.
Yes, that oil was mine.
If they wouldn't have got rid of it to that local customer, shit would have hit the fan.
Yeah, I would have tried to take it and just dump it out here and go do something, to get rid of it. Because they made this oil for they
On
was
your
done
request.
on my request.
Right, that made you look bad.
It made me look worse
Right.
than bad, yeah. I
They,
still,
they clean their tanks and their lines, their pipes, their heaters, they go
Yeah.
through, they winterize everything. Everything's gotta be empty for the next year coming up, and everything's always got a new
I
price,
have a
different
question
market,
for you.
so.
Has this diminished your relationship with Marathon? Has it
no,
made
I
it
can
harder?
honestly say no. It didn't help, but I'm a good customer of theirs, and I
That's
pretty
good.
well do all my business there. They respect me, I'll have to say that, they respect me. They let it slide,
That's good.
but not without some serious attitude.
Yeah,
And getting a big boss from Detroit, Michigan.
but not
calling.
everyone may have let that happen though either.
Huh?
I said not everyone may have let that slide though either.
No. If I was probably buying this oil from somewhere else, I would have had to eat it. I'm sure I would have had to eat it. And I don't know what I would have done with it.
Yeah,
I simply don't know what I would have done with it. But they are the ones that ate the bullet,
Yeah.
dollar wise. Yeah. Now,
Well,
I better not pull that stuff again. I mean, like that, you know, I mean, yeah.
I guess.
What's it? What was on 18?
Okay. On 18, okay. Well, none of it's too long, I'm going back to 17, then we'll get off 17, but I talked to Ben Bland numerous times myself. Ben tried to get a hold of Lee, and Lee wouldn't even talk back to Ben. Ben even said he just blows his mind. Lee, well, I don't wanna get Ben in on this. But, come the 18th, which is last year, Lee called me, we was oiling in Mason Township, that's Effingham County, that's south of Effingham. Lee called me September the 27th, that's when he called me. Now I'm running the oil trucks, and I pretty well mark stuff down, because I don't know shit about computers, I just write it down on paper or whatever, you know. September 27th, 2/18 on a Wednesday, wanted to oil on the following Tuesday. Well, 2/18, as we all know, we had a lot of rain last year, and it was tough trying to get anything done. Well, Lee calls me on September 27th, was on a Wednesday, and wanted to schedule for the following Tuesday. Well, we was booked up for 2 weeks out because of all the rain. And we could not make it. And then when Lee called me, I asked him, I says, Lee, who are we going to spread your oil? And he says, no. I said, well, who's gonna spread it? And he says, Nico. Well, right there just told me, is he gonna try to pull another fast one on me or what? You know, why would he wanna have Nico spread his oil when we more or less, we had the contract to do it and he's gonna spread it?
You didn't have a contract.
No, without this, let me tell you, you're right, but No, we did not have a contract, but what you just did there, or did, was just dumber than whatever. We had, in 218, we had all the townships in Cumberland County, Sumter, Deal, whatever you want, all the townships. We had them bid for $1.54 a gallon. The cheapest we spread out on 12, 20, 15 years.
Oil was cheap.
Cheap. And I was spreading that for the other townships at $1.54. Gee, that's what I'm saying. And I don't mean to keep looking at you.
That's all
Because I look at you and I'm gonna get smart, but I gotta laugh because Elliot's a good friend, very good friend. And he is a Woods, my son. Yeah, I gotta laugh. And his girlfriend is married, she's lady, but I know, I shouldn't have said that because I'll give that out. She's my first cousin, I really love her, she's different. And
Now, this price you quote, is that just oil or is that spread
that
and chip?
would have been spread. Now,
Okay,
that's why I asked Lee last September 22nd, who's going to spread your oil? We had the, Lee's right. We didn't have a contract to spread it, but what we bid that oil for was $1.54 a gallon, just to his township. We were spreading to other townships.
Yeah, but don't you charge for spreading it?
No, hell no.
say, I
didn't start that.
I thought your price, what, when you bid it, it was for spreading it also.
That's right.
It was all figured in there.
That's right.
That's
right.
what somebody told me.
That's exactly right. Whoever told you that, I'm glad it's not me. Now, Lee, you know better than that. You go to the townships, you've been a road commissioner for a long time. All the other townships was getting their oil bid spread for $1.54 a gallon.
You charge for the box.
No, we charge for the boxes, that's at the contract too for the other townships, so much done for the box. You know that. You don't have to sit there and act like you don't.
Yeah, I know. You charge so
Okay.
much for per
Okay.
ton.
Now,
spread.
218, why in the world, when we got this bid at $1.54 a gallon to spread it with the other townships, furnish and spread for the other townships, and you're paying $1.54 just to get it brought into your township, but then you're gonna pay Nico to spread it?
Mhm.
What does it cost to have Nico spreads?
Where do you go to school at?
It was,
No spreadings in the oil price.
yeah,
And if you bid it for $1.54, you aren't gonna take the spread price off of it.
No.
Just to have Nico spread it. We're gonna pay $1.54 plus we're gonna pay Nico to come down and
Well,
spread it.
I don't know what.
quarter,
Right.
it was a
Now,
quarter.
in this last meeting, 'cause I wasn't here because it was my daughter's 30th birthday and I couldn't miss that. But it's on there, where it was on the, what do you call it?
The video.
Video. The video.
I'm on it too,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
One of them anyway.
Where Lee said, well, he could get it done cheaper. I wanna know how you come up with,
Because a quarter,
okay, a quarter of what?
quarter gallon,
Quarter gallon?
spread it. But
So
you're
where
gonna
do you,
pay-
where do you come up with $1.54 and then add 25 cents to it? Where do you get that that's cheaper?
Well, that may not be cheaper, but,
No, but you mentioned that right on the last meeting.
yeah, but you, the same price on rock box.
You wasn't gonna have to spread the rock. You done said we wasn't gonna do nothing. I mean,
How many gallons on your oil tanker?
on
It's
the big
about
tanker,
6,000.
6,000.
Give or take a little bit.
Yeah. So we was spreading the oil in 18, you keep going on 18, which is good. But I just wanted to, and I'm just being truthful, I'm not, whatever, but, that's what we had a township's bid. Let's just use Sumter Township for example, at $1.54 a gallon. Okay, that was oil, spread, oil, I mean, oiling, hauling oil, $1.54, okay? Lee had his contracted just for FOB, not spread, just delivered to the townships. Well, we bid that, it's $1.54, same price. But then, what kind of started it was September 27th, when I told you we was in Mason Township spreading oil, and we had it, the bid for $1.54 a gallon, grant that it was not bid to spread. But I would have spread it for the same price. Why wouldn't it buy? But then when I asked Lee, I says, Lee, are we spreading oil? And he says, no. He says, I think I'll have Nico spread it. Well, I fell out of the oil truck again. You know?
Derek,
Why?
you pay $1.54 and you guys spread it for that price.
Yeah.
Would have spread it for that price. And you have Nico do it, and that's 25 cents a gallon.
At least.
That's another $1,500 a tanker load. And you spread about 4 of them, you could almost afford to get another tanker load.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
If we spread it well.
And then, Jim, you asked me for 218, why we didn't bring in the oil? Because when he had mentioned that, when he was in Mason Township, September 27th, and he wanted, that was on Wednesday, and he wanted the oil on the following Tuesday. I told him we couldn't, he was booked, which we was.
Yeah, but your tanker was pretty.
Yeah,
That's only 4 days.
that's only 4 days. But that don't make no difference, Lee. If I had 100 tankers free, why was you willing to let Nico come in and spread? And nothing against Nico, but another 25 cents a gallon when we would have spread it for the same price as we was doing for the other township. When you told me that Nico was gonna spread, it did shock me, just that I fell out of the oil truck. But, that's when something told me, Jim, that man's gonna set me up the second time. And I said, I ain't having it, because if this would happen the second time, can't say nothing to it on camera, and I don't know what would happen. I would've got burnt like that the second time.
Well, it would have been good with them, for starters.
No, oil company would have took me out and lynched me for one.
Yeah, it wouldn't look good for your company.
That's right. That's why I told you before I started talking to you, I'm here to protect my business and stuff like that. And Lee's going out and say, well, he can get it done cheaper. Well, that's not the case. He said it right there on the what's called here at the last meeting. That's a bunch of crap. It ain't been done cheaper. He's paying a hell of a lot more. Where's he come up with it cheaper? Harmon charges too much. Whatever, huh? When we're doing the other township for $1.54 spread. And that's when I thought him right there. He's setting me up again.
And just for the record, our tanker wouldn't have been available. If we're oiling, we haul all of our own oil. We got a new tanker. We had no tank setting. And I don't know if you know that or guessing that, but if we're shooting oil, we're hauling oil ourselves. We got two new tankers on the road. We ain't got any tankers to set. And we're gonna do our own stuff first, who's on the schedule, before we just pull some guy off, take a chance and run over here. So, I mean, that's just, anybody would do the same thing. But we had no tanker setting, that's a fact.
What was your bid price this year?
Okay.
194 cents.
Yeah.
94?
194.
Everybody had what I thought.
Yeah, our bid price for,
Two, probably.
our bid price for 219 is $1.94. And I bid Leeds Oil this year to the township for $1.93 on the emulsion, just on HFE 300. That was more, on SC was different. I don't even have see price with them.
And that's spreading it, right?
We are spreading oil for all the county, Cumberland County, all of the rest of the township for $1.94.
Oh, cheapen that up a little bit, oil's back down to $50.
Too bad the contract's already written up, Jim.
I can't tell them well, because you know what they tell me real fast. I can't. You're a third person.
I watch that now because sun's poking holes in the ground, so we watch that.
Yeah, you did this. No.
Yeah, it's went down by $13 a barrel in the last, I don't know, month or something.
Yeah, it's been coming down, yeah.
Coming down so it can go back up to
Yeah.
18 cents.
Yeah. Now it's going up when the bid levy was going up, or I mean going on, it was going up then, but now it's starting to come back. Well, who knows, you know, next week it'd be a pretty,
Oh, yeah, you know,
You
it's
just don't
like
know.
corn and beans.
yeah.
You got your certification on your cold
So $1.93, that's, you guys
That's
spread
the
it.
certification on his cold mix.
Well, it's state approved, has been as long as we've been making it, Wes.
You got it?
Yeah,
Okay.
we got a little cold by with Ben Bland. Yeah,
By Ben Bland?
yeah. Yeah,
Is it certified through the state?
yeah. We've had the state people come down and everything else, as long as it meets the specs. And Ben's
You're sure?
got a spec.
You sure of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to call him at home?
Who?
Ben.
I don't care what Ben says, I just wanna know if it's certified through the
Well,
state.
I'm not gonna read and sit here and lie. I'll call him right now home.
It don't matter, I'm asking if it's state certified.
Well, Ben's got a spec, you know, and he writes up his own spec. And then the state says it's all right. Yeah, to answer your question, Wes, yeah. I think you guys know that too, for the last week.
I'd say if that means blue townships are using it, it's gotta be state.
I don't think it is state. It might be Ben Bland, but I don't think it's state.
Go ahead.
And I know Ben Bland can't because we're on rock, we had the same problem, and Ben Bland couldn't okay rock, then it go through the state.
Well, I am not, I would, if I had to bet, I would bet because I took samples over to the state building in Effingham many times, and they took tests on it, heated it up, and everything else. And they used to come out and inspect my pile and everything.
You know, say they used to personally come out west, they'd take a bucket full, take it back to Effingham, you can go to the state, call them, whoever. If you wanna bypass Ben, hell, they used to come out and put their white gloves on, put it in their clean bucket, haul it to the state building, test it. We've never in 46 years had a problem, ever.
The only worst part about it is the state had it turns out, because I know them all, and then they have to spend the rest of the afternoon bullshit with them, or taking out the line.
That's what they used to do, concrete plant there occasionally, they just show up, go out to your rock pile.
Yeah, you
Scoop
didn't
the
know
bucket
that
up
stuff.
and,
Yeah.
and then in a few weeks you get the results back.
Yeah,
They may just show up and full sample of your concrete too.
yeah. Now, Wes, it ain't just Ben Bland, man, I don't like to bring his name up, but it's not, we sell the NFT, Marion County, Shelby County. How many counties do we sell with the NFT?
Well, I was just asking if you had state certified, that's all I asked.
That's for the state to pay for it, we made it through a tax and we pay for it.
Okay, your three S, or your, you didn't write on, SC, your regular asphalt.
Now, not to change the subject, because I don't want to forget this, it's going back to 218.
SC 3000.
I was so aggravated, and the oil company drove me to it, and without him not calling me, my phone calls, and I would never done it, did check it out. I got an attorney out of Old Fallon, Missouri, he represents us contractors. Lee's got the right to cancel or order as much as what he wants or whatever, but since he done scheduled it and said he was gonna go with it, I would've had a great leg to stand on. That ain't no, I've never been in court in my life, no township, no nothing. That ain't gonna change anybody. Leave a bad name, give me a bad name and everything else, but
Makes those people mad.
yes, that's all it amounts to, yes, yes. Because my attorney even said, well, if you wanted to go after him, you probably could. And I said, no, I said, we'll just forget it, you know, I was aggravated enough then for a while to do it, you know. And it's still really aggravating. I don't know why anybody, I had 46 years of doing this, I never had anybody stab me so bad in my life.
So when do you wanna oil this car?
I don't know, Lee, right now, as I'm saying, let me think about it, I'm not right now, I personally don't even know if I want to even sell you pack mix or even spread it. I'm gonna have to think hard.
Well, if you don't wanna sell me a hand patch or spreading oil, then why are you griping about that?
You,
Yeah. I
for
know.
all the misery that you put me through, I don't want to go through that again.
Well,
Well, there's one patch mix price.
You got the bid for the oil, so I can set up a date for you to deliver it then?
Yeah, oh, I'll honor that in a heartbeat, but don't you order the oil, my guys come down here sitting here with a bunch of, 2 and 3 tankers of oil, and nobody's around here.
So your SC, what did you bid?
Because I got the oil companies on standby. If we do your supplying your oil, I'll honor that in a heartbeat. And I got the oil companies on the standby, so don't be surprised if we send them oil and there ain't nobody around to oil.
Well, there'll be somebody here for it.
What stood you up for that? You know
Huh?
better than that.
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah.
No, well,
There, yes.
no, I don't. How would you after 218? How would you? And 17?
I'm not gonna argue you.
So we're getting how many tankers this year?
You should get, I think yours, what is it, 4? I can't remember.
I think that's what you said.
4 or 5.
5?
Well, they're 5 counting the SC.
Yeah.
You had an extra one or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see, yeah.
And do you remember what the price on it was?
So if we had Nico spread
That's the
spread
one.
the oil, that's gonna cost us another $7,500. To have Nico come down and spread
You
it.
can spread it.
Well,
I'm not seeing it pretty right now.
uh,
Because the first time I come down, or if we, like if you come, let's just be honest, Wes, if say like a load of patch mix, and for some reason Lee, he doesn't like me, I know this, it's just gotta be to bring it out the truth.
Well, I'll let you
If we
spread
get a
it.
load of patch mix and say if it don't pass the state specs for some odd reason, then don't pay for it, I don't want that. I don't have anybody treat me like that.
the pack, that would kind of be that case to me now. I see the point of why you wouldn't wanna spread it. But having Nico spread it costs, it's gonna cost us another $7,500.
Well, you don't know what the price is this year.
Well, we said 25 cents a gallon. I doubt it's cheaper.
So remember, Lee says it's cheaper for them to do it. I don't know, I was a real dumbass in school on arithmetic, but it doesn't come up to it.
Well, you can make up your mind where you want to spread it or you don't want to.
Well, I'm not saying that as of right now. I want to talk to you, the board first. We'll honor that contract for Lee in a heartbeat and be glad to. Just, my gosh, don't set us up.
Well, I'm not gonna set you up because I want to get the oil, but,
We'll do that, I would guarantee that won't be no problem, but just don't set us up when you decide to want to water it in loads.
Well, I know, my opinion is saving $7,500 to have you guys spread it, that's kind of a no-brainer. That's just my opinion.
You're right, but,
Now, I'm just a dumb farm boy, but
no, you guys aren't dumb, no, not if you're,
That's,
you're not dumb, heck, no, you guys aren't dumb. That's what I say without myself. But, I could see where you probably don't understand it quite as bit, but when you got burnt like I did on
Oh, I
that,
understand.
very sour taste, very sour taste, very sour taste. You don't know how many aspirins I took. And then a big boy from Detroit, Michigan, he's got the power to shut me off completely if he wanted to.
Oh, yeah. It wouldn't take long.
No,
So
they don't
what,
care.
do you remember what your price is on your SC3000?
Lee, I can't honestly tell you, I think it was, don't hold me to this. You should have it, but
I
I think it was
think 270.
285, I think that's what it was. Give or take a penny. Yes, it was 284 or 285.
85 or 90 cents higher than the water oil, right? That what you're talking about?
Because they're one tanker bid and four of the others.
The SC3000, that is a good oil. And if I was a road commissioner, this is just me, I don't know if I want to pay that kind of extra money for SC3000.
I've never laid down a spoonful, but I've had
We
several
spent a lot.
other road commissioners tell me that he's buying water
Yeah.
and that they didn't want any part of it.
Well, that's true, that is true. But then on the SC3000, where they cut that back with is, number 6 fuel oil. The emulsion, like this HFE 300, they cut that back with fuel oil and soapy water. So your asphalt
Okay.
content is
I
still.
would buy some of that with the kerosene or diesel fuel or whatever it is in it, but
In other words, it's not as good as it was 30 years ago.
I wouldn't want to.
No, there ain't nothing as good as that old DMC 3800.
I don't.
The EPA banned that, they banned the best oil we ever spread.
Yeah, that's good.
You used to not have, when you spread that SC or MC 3800, these roads didn't crack the following year and go apart and brittle like old hard road from candy bar, you know, that oil would bleed and it would stretch and everything else.
Yeah, they've gone away from it for several years and it's been bad.
Yeah, me and Wood was talking about that coming over this morning, you know. There was some nasty stuff to spread, because when I take off the draw truck, you couldn't see where I was going, coming at 325 degrees. Dangerous, very dangerous stuff to spread.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. But that's up to legal on that, that's, I honestly know that, on the type of oil. But, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to get in trouble with Johnny Robinson. That's my wife's cousin, brother, nephew, and half of the legal works there, they're all good friends of mine. Matter of fact, most of them will be at that wedding.
Probably, I know.
Yeah.
I suppose John would.
Well, I don't care. I mean,
Oh,
that ain't no big deal.
I like John.
John's not the one calling giving me any problems, you know. But I hope I pretty well explained everything, you know. Like I said, I don't want to come here to cause trouble, but it was just time. I would probably never would have said anything about this package, I would have just let it go. But then when this happened in 2017, that just pretty well drew the line in the sand, you know. In 46 years, and I've never ever had this happen to me.
And $35 a ton cheaper on the patch mix, it's,
Yeah, 30 to 35, depending what type lead or we sell, but, Lee gets that binder stuff from Charleston, which I'm sure it's good stuff, I'm not gonna get the same, the binder stuff that we make is like $30 to $35 a ton cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can pull your price way down when you put the millings with it.
Well,
You can't put millings with yours, because I've tried it. Cause it's made out of 300, right?
Yeah. It's not a regular 300, but yeah, to answer your question, it's a 300, it's a special 300. As far as that goes, we don't use a normal 300, you know, the oil company makes this 300, just really for us,
What's the specs on it?
I don't know.
You're using the same millings that you fill holes with, are you? You're not using the same millings that you fill
All
holes with.
them out there, that's just
Just
straight
straight mills.
We said I found a railroad spike in that one.
Well, I found it.
West of that, but,
Yeah, you can get them in there, if you get close to the railroad.
they must have got close.
You sure it wasn't a, what, too? I didn't find a hair.
That is a railroad spike.
Anything you guys ever wanted to see our material, it's just at the gravel pit. If you ever wanted to see how good it looks and how much oil was in it and how black it is, and put your foot in it once and see how sticky it is. I mean, I don't recommend that, but go ahead if you want to. So you can see how good a material we have. And it's just,
Don't crawl up there and play on the pile, no,
it's
don't do that.
just down the road.
Railroad strike,
That's railroad spike.
that's just straight down.
We are at our patch mix right now down there, it's, our patch is $57.50 a ton. Our blade mix is $51.50. And then we got a 50/50 that we sell a lot of, and that's a good material, and it's 54.
What's the difference between the patch mix and the blade mix?
It's bigger rock.
Yeah. And the oil is cut back on the blade mix, yeah. But on our blade mix, we can't really put too much more oil in it because then it get way too greasy. It's black.
What was the prices again, Larry? $57.50?
Yeah, $57.50 for the patch, and then $54 for the 50/50, and then $51.50 for our blade. And that's only 4 miles from here. But that's not really, I don't know, that's aggravated me, but that ain't the reason why.
Is that delivered?
No, no. It wouldn't take much to deliver probably.
No.
I don't know, what would it take, would it deliver for
Oh,
here? Probably,
Few dollars, I can bring it to you.
wouldn't be over $2, that's for
Make
sure.
You still get him drive truck?
Yeah,
You still get him drive truck?
yeah, he does a good job, okay, come and get, yeah, does a good job. Well, yeah, that's a good job. No, I don't even know if we'd even charge $2. Figure maybe $2, nothing over that to deliver, you know.
Well, it's cheaper.
But I'm not sitting here, guys, because of the attachment, I'm not sitting here, but really drew the line in the sand was the year 2017.
The oil's the main reason here,
That's
yes.
the main reason why I'm sitting here.
I've probably been here before now. I was
I
understand.
calls trout,
Your co-mix, if you mix it with the millings, are about the same price. Is what your blade mix is.
no, but it's not gonna be near as good.
I think it's better.
No. That's your opinion, it's your story, you can tell it the way you want it,
Yeah,
but
I like it better. You don't pick up on your car.
see, that's uncalled for though too. What most guys do, because it's so greasy, they'll put it down and grade it down on a grader or whatever, and then they'll just go over it real light with sand, chips or something, just like
That's
oil,
added cost.
chips and right on top of it.
That's a added cost. You're giving them what,
So
$3?
what does that make any difference
So
in
you
the
don't
cost?
pay
What does that make any difference at the
You're
cost?
putting
You go to,
$3 a ton on top of it,
for $85 a ton, we're going to pay $85 a ton.
75.
75, okay. Then how much you charge to deliver? What's it
I
delivered?
usually haul it myself,
Okay, do you count that as free?
yeah,
You do?
no, you gotta add
I
it.
don't know how you can do that.
But he does furnish trucks and he doesn't charge me anything to haul the cold mix.
Well, still $75 a ton, say 75 versus 51 and a half, or 54. Money issue shouldn't be a problem.
I can spread some out if you guys want to, but you're gonna drive on it, cause it'll pick up all over again.
Now if you put stuff over,
You gotta put sand on it.
that's true. You let it lay for 2 days and it cures out and it's done. It's- my gosh, all the other townships all use it.
I would say 2 days, it's dry.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not a factor.
all of the townships use it.
Most people would be happy to get their roads patched. They'd rather have a little oil on their car than drive through potholes. So patch the holes, give it 48 hours, it's dry.
Yeah. Then Blaine uses it for his county roads.
Especially if they find out it was almost $30 a ton cheaper.
Then you
Opinion.
But you're sure it's state inspected?
I'm not gonna sit here and tell you for sure, Wes, for one reason. Yes, and no, I'm gonna say I'm not positive. But I'm not gonna have somebody like you to call over to the state and find out and try to find every little clause that there possibly can be, just to make sure it don't pass.
How would I get you?
Huh?
How would I get you?
Well, you could call the state agency, you can get a load, and if you don't like it, then call the state, and they come out and test the pile that's out here. Say you push it up, you put some rock in it that you're pushing it up or something like that, then it doesn't pass. We've had that happen. No. It's very simple. You just gotta tell it the way it is. You don't like me.
I didn't say that. If I didn't like you, I'd tell you, Larry.
Well,
I would flat out tell you I didn't
well, I
like you.
don't care.
I've always liked you and Woody both. I'm just
I-
asking you for the truth, is it state inspected?
Well, I'm telling you.
That's all I asked.
I'm telling you my truth.
And I know for a fact that it's not, but it doesn't matter,
How do you know it's not?
because I know it's not. I'm not gonna say and tell you who or where or what, but I
How
know
do
it's
you
not.
know? See, this is how you hear stuff.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So evidently, I always liked you, Wes. I'm not saying, but for some reason, your dad's got a hard on for me for some reason.
Well, I don't think that's what it is. I
Oh,
think they're misreading it, but
Why would anybody do what he did to me in 17? You can't imagine what I went through in that year. And then even in 18.
So, let's get back to this year's program. Do you wanna set a date right now to oil?
Whether you ever want oil, we can send it, get the oil, just give us at least a week's notice. We can deliver the oil.
Well, do you wanna spread it? That's
I am
what
not
I'm asking.
considering yet and think it and say.
Okay.
Cause I just won't feel comfortable.
No, what I've got.
And when we used to spread for you, you was always I thought the one that guys that was good, bullshit with you, and made it easy for us when we did spread for you. That's what kind of bothers me a little bit. I can't figure out what I did or why you're doing what you did.
All right, we're gonna set a
But no,
date.
I better, when we used to go to town and get pizzas, of course, we'd eat pizza right here and stuff like that. And
I'm gonna set a date for July the 9th. And if you wanna spread it, you can spread it. If you don't want to, then let me know in the next day or so.
Yeah. Okay.
So, that's when we're gonna shoot it, and,
That's fine.
Depending on the
I have no problem
weather,
with that. I
but-
have no problem with
and we'll go with that. And I want
that. Just leave promise that you won't
you're
set me
not-
up.
we're gonna put her down, one way or the other.
I mean,
I'm
will it be more,
I'm giving you an option to put it down.
will it be
If you
more than
don't-
one load a day?
No, you're gonna do 3,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and then we may shoot this, if you've got time, we might shoot the 3,000 a little bit earlier.
It'll be here as far as that goes, but I can't sit here and tell you that. Don't know if I want to spend it or not.
Well, let me know the
I
next
do,
day.
but right now, I can pretty well say July the 9th, that we're gonna be busy. But not right now, but right after the forest starts, it's, well, we're starting oil, we Friday, we're gonna start oil Friday, if the weather lets us.
Well, I'm putting it in.
You get it, get my rings on Saturday night.
Saturday night?
Yeah,
Well,
That's on a Tuesday, and if you wanna put her down, you let me know the next day or so, and if you don't, well, I'll try to make arrangements to get someone else to put her down.
okay.
So give me a shout, and that's weather permitting.
Yeah, well, nobody can do nothing like that. Last year was tough, it was tough last year.
How long can you hold that on the truck after you get it? I mean,
Oh, during the summertime like this, depending on what kind, if you got the malls, in it, it's set 2 days on the tank. Now that SC, you might want to get it all,
You wanna get it down.
yeah. You could let, if it's 80 degrees out, you could leave it set till the next day. But after that,
better be getting it out there.
yeah. One good day for the SC, yeah. Then in malls, it's 2 days. Yeah.
Any other public comment?
No, this is all right.
Yes, Well, I used to know for you guys years ago, and was giving up the contract because it was the bid was $1,000 more than ours. I kind of kept in contact with the area, and they looked horrible. It was said for Memorial Day, Nebo hadn't even been mowed, and that's a kind of the main cemetery around here. Why are these horrible? Why are they not kept up by this gentleman who bid $1,000 more than us? The last year I mowed for 2 months for free. He didn't let that contract up. Why do they round up around the stones? Why are we getting away with that?
I wasn't aware they were doing that, rounding up around stones.
What do you mean by that? I don't know what you're talking about.
put
You
round
mean
up
blowing,
around.
oh, round up?
Round up.
Around the stones? Yeah, that's probably not good. I don't know what goes on cemeteries. I don't have anything to do with them.
That's a Bell, that was Bell Cemetery a couple years ago.
There's cemetery.
Yeah.
Waiting
Looks
for
like
one.
maybe so.
So what's?
Yeah. Got out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Time to kill
Anything
them.
you kill something, you've eliminated.
I don't think that round up now.
I don't use it in my yard.
What?
That was at Bell Cemetery a few years ago.
You know anything about that, Winston?
I'd have
It's
to
not in
use
the
my,
program.
Well, it would make it easier to mow, but.
Yeah.
No,
They're not, as far as I know, they're not now. They're
I
trying.
can show you this. This
That was
is,
here one.
This is a different guy than what that was anyway. This is a new kid, this is his first year doing it, so. Totally different person.
who mows it?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure his name is.
Kelly Southern.
Cause it was a 3-year contract with the other guy,
I think it's 4 years.
3 or 4. Yeah. So it just came up this year.
I think this was last year.
I called earlier this year and it said that there was a new contract for 3 years.
His is blowing here, ain't
Yes, he
He didn't finish his last 3rd year.
He got sick or something.
yeah, he got his stroke, had a
Yeah.
stroke.
He had a stroke or something.
The guy that was doing it previous,
From Neoga.
yeah, Brian Osborne.
Yep.
And, board and, other trustee, cemetery trustee's not here. Made a recommendation to use this young man for a year, give him a try shot and see what happened, and of course, heck of a year to get started when it rains every.
See, we got 20 cemeteries that I do, plus others, and they all look good. I mean, you just have to do it. I mean, there's days we'll go out and weed and pour and rain, and we'll come back and mow.
Mowing is dry.
You know, it's just learning business.
What is the contract on those cemeteries amount per year?
It's $1,000 a month. It mows them twice. Mows twice in April, 3 times in May, supposed to, and then twice a month through October.
There's a couple of them he didn't have to mow every month.
Decker,
Right.
Yeah, there's
Garrett, probably
there's
Garrett.
from 3, at least 3 that it does once at the beginning of the year, once at the end of the year.
But Nevo's not one of those.
No.
Why was it not mowed, especially for Memorial? I mean, that's the Super Bowl for us, for cemeteries.
Yeah.
That's disrespect, you know, to not do that.
What do they look like now, do you know? Do you-
I've not been able to look,
Right.
I've been wanting
I
to.
haven't been to Devo.
That's where we got,
I've been by it. It was a month
Still
ago.
of course, about everybody in there is farmers, and
Right.
I mean, it's been a bad spring for everybody.
Oh, I don't, I
And
can't say that about stuff.
so you
For sure.
$900 a month.
make sure we get your
3 years.
name and number, and we'll be bidding next year, we'll for sure let you get your bid on.
But I do know that kid is mowing, I remember him
No, I
saying,
thought the other guy had
it
it
was his
for
first year,
3 or 4 years.
give it a try. I remember that.
He's doing a pretty good job,
So,
I think.
He's just like.
He's not very good.
I think
He might be.
that Ian's the boy, I think, and then Kelly's his dad.
I have been by all of them.
He was doing
Some of them I've been by, but it was going so fast that
He got me.
I couldn't tell you if it was over or not.
Yeah, I was over there on that art house, it was. Not much grass in that one.
Buckhorn and dandelions.
They really need dinner lunch growing over there.
I can remember the name of that one behind Graham's.
Garrett.
Garrett.
Now there ain't much grass growing in that one, it's pretty well shaped.
What are they gonna do about, they're gonna set stones up and stuff, I mean, there's a lot of stuff knocked over there.
Hey, you talking about,
There's a bunch up there, Ian, that needs to be put back out, even,
Some of the newer.
who used to live there where Staley lives.
Were they knocked over or they just heaved or?
Hers just fell over, it's not been there that long.
they're not putting a good enough foundation under them to set them?
Well, some of the lot foundations are flopped over. But
It's pretty safe.
get clear, not clear.
Oh, you're talking about, Tracy Clausen?
There you go, it's fell over. I couldn't remember the name. I didn't say Claire, but I knew that was right.
You can see 2 hands on the steering wheel, which you.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe somebody was under there looking.
Maybe.
Any other public comment?